guys, and welcome back. Oh, there's something flying over there, but don't mind that. So today I'm gonna talk about this Zippo lighter that is actually different in my collection. I don't have another one that is just like this. Just like this, just like this. The first thing that is different from a normal Zippo lighter is the packaging. So a normal Zippo lighter, at least in my collection, has a packaging like this. So it's a little bit different. And it's a bit dusty also. Sorry, I don't get these out of my drawer too often. By the way, just if anyone is interested, I am not from the US, which is obvious for the people who live in the US. From my English, I live in Europe, so English is actually my third language. I don't speak my second language because I was lazy in school. Anyway, so as you can tell, they are quite different from each other. They both have the information in the back. So here is the information slip with the guarantee and also some information. Come on, focus. There you go. And I actually enjoy the focus and sound of my Sigma lens. And here is the information slip from this one. It's the same slip, just folded differently. Come on, focus. There you go. But yeah. And I started collecting Zippo lighters quite young. My first one was when I was probably somewhere around 10 years old. We were in Thailand and it was not a genuine Zippo lighter, it was a fake. But still, that got me into it, which is the most important part. And you actually saw, or you can see the fake Zippo in my first video. It is, oh sorry, it is this one, which is a really good counterfeit, I might ask. Come on, focus on that. There you go. It's a really good counterfeit, but it is still a counterfeit. Now these two are genuine Zippo lighters. Now the only reason why I have this is just so you can see the packaging difference, but I can show you it. I'm gonna tell you about this in a later video, but it's just a basic lighter. Actually, there's not too much about. Oh, sorry, there's not too much to tell. Oh, sorry, that might have been too loud, but there's not too much to tell you about this actually. But this one, now, this has a little bit of a story that is going to be attached to this lighter, which is not finished yet. So this has history, but it's also going to have more history. I'm gonna show it to you now. So it is a gold-plated, and as far as I remember correctly, it is something like the Zippo 1997 class. Oh, let me just check for a reference. So yeah, I think it is called the Zippo Vintage 1997 Black Elegance Gold Blade lighter. I think it's called that, and it's really nice. I like it a lot. Come on, focus. And it is empty here, as you can tell. There's a place for inscription, for some text in there, but it's empty at the moment. This is going to be the future of this lighter. Now, even though it's empty now, I've actually had this lighter for quite a while. This is actually one of my oldest lighters. I've had this at least, I would say, at least 10 years. I think I've had this almost 12 years. Because I remember one of my mother's friends was going to get married, or was getting married, and I was underage, and I had this lighter with me. And because at the time I always carried a lighter with me wherever I went, even though I don't smoke, but I just I still like, because I like lighters, so I carried them with me. And this was with me at my mother's friend's wedding, and I remember it was kind of cool as a young lad when one of the girls asked for light, and I was like, yeah, I have it. As you can tell also, it doesn't have the classic Zippo sound. It's more muted, which actually for ASMR purposes is better. It has this kind of clunk, not the ding that you expect from the lighters. And the reason for that are these black parts. They mute the sound of the hinge. Now the insides are also gold-plated, so this is fully gold. And if you ask me, it's really cool. And I'm gonna put this back there. Hopefully it's also muted, the putting inside sound. Yeah. Now the reason this has nothing on it yet is because I have some plans for it. So I'm actually an entrepreneur, so I have a company, and it's not too big at the moment, but my plan is that the this was my plan even when I was young. So I've always had a plan for this lighter. I'm going to engrave the name of the company because we're kind of, I've had multiple business ventures, but the business venture that is going to create more than 1 million in revenue for me, hopefully, I'm going to engrave the name of that company or business venture to this lighter. Now I know that sounds pretentious and that sounds like I'm some rich dude. Believe me, I'm not. As I said, I've had a company and I'm not there yet, but hopefully at some point in my life I can engrave something on there. Now I'm gonna take another little mint and I actually got 1 subscriber from my first video, which is kind of interesting and really cool. I'm going to shout out you in the next video because I don't have my computer open at the moment, so I can't see your name, but thank you so much. And like I said, next video you're getting a shout out, which isn't really much of a shout out if you think about it, because I'm telling you thank you and no one else is gonna hear it, but still I really thank you. Anyway, sorry. The other interesting thing about this lighter is that the bottom oh sorry, this doesn't have that, my bad. I have another lighter that has a different style bottom, but this actually has quite a standard bottom, so my bad. But yeah, I really like this. I like that it's fully gold plated, so even the insides, and it has meaning to me. It's one of my earliest purchases in the Zippo lighter scene. I like that it has a different styled case, and yeah, I love everything about it. It's really cool. And if you compare it to a regular lighter, it really and truly stands out in my collection. I love every lighter that I have, but as you can tell, this one has something special in it. Come on, don't do me like that. Don't go that bright. This is an ASMR video. It should not be bright. Come on. But anyway, I'll try to make this a little bit longer because for me, I don't watch ASMR videos unless they're over 20 minutes. And the reason for that is I go to sleep with them, and if it's like 10 minutes, I only think about, okay, this is gonna end soon, it's gonna end soon, it's gonna end soon, and I start thinking that instead of trying to sleep, and it's kind of annoying. So I thought that I could tell you one tidbit about why this Zippo inside, even though it looks real, is not. I'm gonna be going on and telling you more details in future videos about why certain Zippos are fake and why certain Zippos are real. I'm really interested in that stuff, but today I'm going to tell you the difference between these two. So, and what I talked about in the last video. So, inside of this, actually, no, I'm not gonna show you this because this also has a different colored inside. So I'm going to show you one that is exactly the same as this. sorry if there's loud noises. Here it is. So this is the one that I had in the last video, and I'll try to do this as quietly as I can. Okay, you stay there, you are there, and yes, come on, come out. Oh, sorry, hopefully that wasn't too loud. So, as I said in the last video, these two are actually really similar. They have pretty much the exact same text. Now this has Roman numerals here, and this has normal numbers. As you can tell, there's Roman numerals, there's normal numbers, but actually that doesn't tell you that this is fake, because Zippo actually used Roman numerals at one point. So that isn't the clue that I was referring to in the last video. What I was referring to is, can you tell something else? The ribbons or studs or studs or something. Sorry, language barrier. But these things here, Zippo only makes them in this color, this metallic color. They don't make. Oh, sorry. Zippo. Oh, I'm gonna repeat that if the audio fucked up. If it doesn't, you're gonna hear it again. Zippo only made these in this metallic color. They didn't make them in this brass color ever. So, to my knowledge at least, so basically even if you have a colored Zippo like this, you are still going to see the same metallic colors in the inside. As you can tell there, the same metallic colors. They don't gold plate those parts. So the fact that this has these brass colored studs tells you something. So yeah, that's one thing. There are other things that I'm going to be going ahead and tell you in later videos, and I'm thinking that I might do a video in the future where come on, focus. Come on, it's not that hard. Come on. I'm gonna click it to manual focus just because it doesn't want to cooperate with me. There we go. And now I'm going to put the focus somewhere in here. There we go. So I'm going to at some point. Sorry, I ran out of battery there. But yeah, what I was saying is I'm going to at some point make a full dedicated video talking about all the things that's wrong in this lighter, even though it is really a good counterfeit. And I'm going to be telling everything there is, because that's something that I am really interested in, and I like to watch those videos. I also have some knives, so I have a really weird sense of style. I like knives, I like lighters, I like stuff like that. I probably would like some shooty stuff also, but I live in Europe, so there's none of those in here, which is I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna tell you some stuff about different lighters and all of that. Let me just focus again. There we go. But this video was whoosh. Sorry for my English. This video was whoosh. I can't say that word right, but was all about this lighter, which I truly do like, and it's one of my first. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and on to the next one, I guess.